Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So I invited everyone here because I started using some of these products when I met Sodic um, over in Europe. And he was like, hey, these are some awesome products. Just use this stuff. Because I got there actually. I was like, do you have face moisturizer? I totally forgot mine. He's like, I have the best stuff. And so I used that the entire time. And I just was like, wow, okay, I want to use some more of this stuff because my skin, it made it feel really good. And he was always so psyched about all these products. And he just gave me different stuff to try because he has a ton of stuff with him all the time. So I was trying all these different things. And I was like, man, I really like this stuff. And he was super successful. Every time he showed people these products, everyone loved them too. So I saw that our whole trip because he's always talking about it and always having people try it because he's super psyched about everything because he uses them too. And he told me about how he got on all of this because he had a lot of skin problems with like psoriasis and dry skin, and he started using this and it totally helped. And I was like, awesome. And so um, then I was like, so how well are you doing at selling this stuff? And he's like, I'm super successful. And if you are interested, I'll totally help you get started. And I was like, okay, I'll do this because I really am looking for something that I can, one that I believe in and that I enjoy, will use, and something that will help other people too, that I can really, find something for everyone that I feel like that would be successful and that I can do everywhere because I really like to travel and I really am looking for something that I can just grow and use and do anywhere because my ultimate goal is to just be able to kind of just decide where I want to be when I want to be, different places and travel. So it seems like the perfect thing for me. So that's why I want to tell everyone about it and see who's interested in trying the products and then who's interested in also doing like the business side kind of stuff of it too.
Nice. I love it. Thank you so much, Jessica, and thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me. Well, first of all, everybody, welcome. My name is Daniel, and I'm 31 years old. I'm originally from Germany. We quickly spoke about it before, but I'm coming to you live now from Dubai. I actually moved here about 3 years ago. It was always my dream to live here in the heat when you come from the cold. And I love the place also because it's super futuristic, lots of vision, lots of business. And I just love this place. It's like my DNA since the first day I got here. But anyways, so this is just why we're coming super international. I think Sadik is currently in Germany, and then we got, obviously you folks from the US, and I'm in Dubai right now, and I love what's possible in today's world with technology and also obviously with this business that we can work 24/7. I think it's like 2 o'clock over there, and then at 9 o'clock in Germany and midnight in Dubai, and I don't even know, maybe we got someone else from another place. I think this is truly amazing because not many people have the opportunity to constantly, build their dreams to do something. And anyways, I don't want to talk too much. I want to jump right into the presentation and show you guys what are the products that Jessica was talking about, and obviously also what's the opportunity. But just before I do that, let me quickly just tell you my story about this business because it's pretty incredible. So I'm 31 now, like I said, and 14 years ago, I was in school, as hopefully most of you back in the day. And here's what happened. My mom is a kindergarten teacher. My dad's an engineer. So for us, we never had like a ton of money or anything. I didn't grow up from an entrepreneurial background at all. I was very normal 9 to 5 type of a living. And I always had that dream of one day, make more money, but not simply for the money, but for getting a bigger chunk of that freedom, that we all want, like, to be able to travel. I always wondered, what are the type of people that can just go to an airport and don't even have a ticket and just look at the big screen and just say, wow. I mean, for Germans, we'd be like, Honolulu, that sounds nice. I don't know, probably for the US, not too exciting, but you watch something else. I mean, I don't know. So I always wondered, who are those people that have that type of a freedom? And so when I asked, how can you be successful in this life? I got the same tip that probably anybody in the world would get, which is get good grades and do a great education and then go on and study and excel, and then one day you're going to have a great job and you can make a career, and one day you're going to be successful. And so I moved over to Frankfurt, Germany, and I worked in a bank, in a big Deutsche Bank, and anyways, and I realized super fast that this can never ever be my life, because honestly, between you and I, it's not that they pay you so much money that you're like, okay, I'm going to do this for 3 years and then I'm free. No, they just give you barely enough to come back next month. And it's about the same all around the world in the developed countries. If you work a 9-to-5 job, 99% of people never get free. And so I realized that this is not going to be my future. And also, I have to say, I didn't really totally enjoy it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for us, when it was Monday morning, I didn't feel like party. That was more like Friday night, because I felt like the weekend's mine, but the week belongs to my boss. So I really wanted to do something else, and I wanted to also had a chance to make more money. And so I was very open when it comes to business and business opportunity, but to be honest, I had no clue, no background, no big investment opportunity, nothing. So I was introduced to this concept of network marketing, which you might have heard or might have not have heard, or you might have heard something about it, which is not totally accurate. So if one thing is happening tonight for sure, then it is that I will educate you exactly about what network marketing is and what you can do with it. Anyways, back then, I was so freaking excited, like you couldn't even believe. I mean, you have to understand, 17-year-old kid, never done anything successful, and here I have $1 billion company, and they say, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry, you don't got no experience. Don't worry, you don't got a lot of money. Don't worry, you don't know anything about it. We're going to teach you everything. We got the product, we got the system, we got the comp plan, we got the training. I mean, we have everything. We'll show you everything. And I was excited, not because I thought, oh, overnight I'm going to be rich. No, but because I knew this is my opportunity. This is something nobody can ever take away from me. And even if I'm not the smartest and not the greatest, I mean, I can just keep on doing it and keep on doing it. And eventually persistence will pay off. And because it's like anything in this world, if you really want to learn it, you can. I mean, it's this thing, when I was a child, I always admired the guy who knows how to play the piano. You know that scene, like just a random guy sits down at the piano, starts playing, and all the girls just, line up, and it's just like magic, and it doesn't even matter how he looks or how he can talk. So it's always like, wow, playing the piano, that might be the coolest thing ever. But then I tried and I realized, wow, it's so hard. And then my dream wasn't big enough, so I didn't do it. So today, I don't play piano. And it's about the same thing with playing the guitar. I don't do both. But honestly, it's not because it's impossible. It's just simply because my dream wasn't big enough, so I eventually gave up. But I realized in this business, because growth is unlimited, if I would just learn this, I would never, ever have to worry ever again about money or income or my job or not being free or being, bound to like a business or a place I would have what I would say today, a business that supports my lifestyle rather than having to adapt my entire life to do a job. And for me, that wasn't a small dream. That was a massive dream. And that's why when I started, I really never ever quit. That's the whole story. Obviously, 14 years now in this, a lot has happened. Don't think that overnight everything was easy. I mean, it took me about 7 months to even find the first person to even trust me, to even get in with me. 7 months. I mean, most people sign up the first person the first 20 minutes. It took me about 7 months because I was 17. My friends were like, you're crazy. Don't do this and stuff like that. All the adult people that were super smart, they were like, yeah, get into my age. You'll see this is not for real. All these great advice from people that will never pay your bills. So in the end, anyways, don't want to make it too long. Here's what happened. 4 years into it, I made some money, $1,000, $2,000, even up to $3,000 part-time. I was studying. I was started at the bank, like I said, and I did this part-time. It was really exciting. So eventually I said, you know what, let me go full-time. Let me do this full-time. And that's when things went not up, but down. Because what happened is I had no clue what I was doing. I mean, honestly, I was just talking to some people and trying to get them in and, showing everyone the products, but I had no real system, no real training. I wasn't what we call a network marketing professional, but I was just a kid trying to do stuff, So eventually, I lost my dream because people told me, honestly, the only way to make money is having a real business and like with real investment. And so I started in real estate, did this 3 years. We made some money, but it was very challenging. I realized how hard it is to run a real business. I mean, you're like 24/7, Monday to Sunday, no holidays. You don't own a business. You're owned by your business. And I don't know if you have any self-employed people here, but you know what I'm talking about. So eventually I realized, man, this network marketing thing, that was amazing. I just need to really learn how it works, how to do it. And the reason why I tell you this story is just one thing. There might be, statistically, there is about 5 to 8 people on here tonight that know about network marketing. You've heard about it, but you're super skeptical whether it works or doesn't work for the reason that you know someone who tried it like the sister of your hairdresser, the cousin, she tried it about 8 years ago, it didn't work, right? Or you Google it on the internet and you're like, oh yeah, it didn't work, total scam, whatever. But then haven't you ever wondered how come that this industry is more than 100 years old? There is 85 million people involved in network marketing. Have you ever wondered how some people do make a lot of money? And these were the questions that came back from me. So eventually I realized it's not about that it doesn't work or it does work. It's about what do I do in order to make it successful? Because just like in anything, there are some people doing it the right way and a lot of people doing it the wrong way. So I decided what I call, again, becoming a network marketing professional, and I decided to learn from people that actually, they have what I want, right? They have that flourishing network marketing business. So in the last 7 years, I have built this business. That's all I did the last 7 years. And by now, I was able to build a team of more than 42,000 people in my network. That's in more than 58 countries. We're doing about $3 million in monthly sales, just my group alone. And trust me, it doesn't matter whether you make 5, 7, 8, 12, or 14% on that whole thing. It's a lot of money. And the best part, if I were to decide today to fly to Honolulu and take my phone and throw it in the water and just, chill on the close to the ocean, there were about, I would say, 30, 40, 50 people that would wonder what's going on with me. But the rest of the 41,970 wouldn't care and would just keep on building, and the money would just keep on flowing. And that's what I call residual income. And honestly, trust me, whoever you meet and whoever you ask about network marketing, whether they're skeptical or not, or positive or negative, if you would offer anyone the position, hey, take this position, there's this weekly income coming in, everybody would want it, okay? So that's why we're on here today. I'm so passionate about this business. What it has done for me has completely changed my life, my lifestyle. I met my wife in this business. I have 3 beautiful bonus kids now. I never made them myself, and they just popped up because my wife already had 3 kids, and now I have this family and everything. It's freaking amazing. I would have never, ever, ever, ever dreamed of what happened because of this business. And now I met great people all around the world, one being Sadik, super successful entrepreneur from Germany. Now he knew Jessica, and that's why we're all on here tonight. And we said, listen, Jessica, if you're serious about this, we're going to help you launch it. And you guys, all of you guys that are on here tonight, you're on the very first launch call. This is what we call the whisper campaign. It's not even public. There is no like professional advertising going on. We're not targeting any, network marketing pro people at the moment. We're not doing the whole, everything we know how to do, we're doing nothing so far. The only thing we did is like, hey, who are your most important contacts? Who are the people that you really would enjoy having in your business and who could get the top positions? And that's why we do it exclusively for you guys tonight, to get all the information up front, so that 1 year from now, you're not going to be like angry with Jessica saying, hey, why didn't you tell me, right? So that's really the whole deal. So enjoy the presentation. I'm just going to need about like maximum 30 minutes to really give you all the details, maybe even faster, just to really, I want to quickly give you everything. And then you guys can, take a quality decision or ask all your questions or just say, hey, this Jeunesse people, they're really funny, and just, watch a movie or something. It's really up to you. But I think if you just catch 10% of the vision, you'll be really excited. So anyways, let me jump right into the presentation for you guys. Here we are. So this is how it goes. The company is called Jeunesse, okay? It is not called Jeunesse, like the first people that joined the company that were actually from Tennessee and they thought it was called Jeunesse, but it's not. It's called Jeunesse because Jeunesse is the French word for youth. So it stands for, youth, being young. And when you read the mission statement that we have at Jeunesse, it reads as follows. The Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people, now here it comes, look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. Now, if you think about it, how many people do you know that want to look and feel young? Not like honestly, look and feel young. I think everybody wants to look and feel young. Or do you know anyone who wants to look ugly and feel old? No. You see, everybody really wants that. And the second thing is to unleash our potential. See, this is something that's a big one for me, because if you are in a daily job, at least the way it was for me, they're not really unleashing your potential. They make you work in the system they want you to work in, but they don't want you to really excel. Your boss is getting scared when you get too good, because the only way up is if he gets out, right? So there's like, air gets really thin at the top, and that's why, there is not a complete, bringing up of people and unleashing each other's potential. And I believe that we all operate at a fraction of our potential. And if we're to unleash that potential, incredible things become possible. And that's what we do in network marketing. Now, let me tell you about the story of Jeunesse, because this story, honestly, this story has written history. It basically has rewritten network marketing history. And here's why. The founders, you can see them here, it's Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, both of them super successful entrepreneurs. They were owners of Inc. 500 companies, one of the fastest growing US company, a medical device company. They sold that company. I mean, just think about that. 100% owner of one of the top 500 growing companies in the US, and you sell that stuff. So you don't even want to know how much money that was, but we're talking 3 digits millions, okay? So the reason why I say this is, number one, they're super experienced and successful. But number two, Jeunesse was never started to simply make money. That was not the deal. Actually, you can also tell they're a little bit older, even though they look young, but they're above the age of 70 by now. I think 73 and 74 to be exact. And they started the company only 6.5 years ago. So that's not the normal age to start a company. The reason why they started the company, and here on the right you can see Scott Lewis. He is the son of Wendy. He is the chief visionary officer today. He leads the company, and he's 35 years old. But basically what happened is Randy had knee problems, and they got so severe he couldn't even walk anymore. So he got referrals to doctors, and they all said, hey, you need knee replacement surgery. That's the only way. But he was looking for an alternative, and he found a guy, this guy, Dr. Nathan Newman. Now, Dr. Nathan Newman, if you Google his name, you'll find a ton of science from this guy. He's worldwide leader in stem cell technology, and I'm sure you've heard about that. I mean, in the US, everybody's pretty advanced with all that technological stuff. I mean, I swear, in Germany, at first time I talked about stem cells, they were scared. They were thought we had an alien invasion or something. Or they were thinking about that we would, like, take little embryos and do stuff to them. Like, hell no. What I'm talking about is, legitimate stem cell technology. So we call this, let me see if I can get this together in English. It is adult human stem cells. Okay, so basically when you extract fatty tissue from a human body, you have the fat, and in the fatty tissue there is a lot of stem cells. And these stem cells, if you extract them and you feed them, like you give them nutrition, then they multiply. And as they multiply, what happens is they're communicating to each other with little signal molecules that we call growth factors, okay? And these growth factors, this is what has been discovered by Dr. Nathan Newman, and he developed a product which is a serum that has those pure growth factors in it. So there are no actual stem cells in it, but growth factors. Now, if you apply the serum, here's what happens. The signal molecules, they talk to your body cells, and your stem cells come and they replace, rejuvenate, and regenerate. Think about it. If you have a wound or if you hurt yourself, that's the normal process that happens in the body. Stem cells come and they replace and repair. But the body only does that if you have if you will, a life-threatening injury, like if you're bleeding, then it happens. But if you just don't like your skin, nothing's gonna happen. You can just wait for 30 years. There are no stem cells coming fixing that, okay? But if you apply the serum, then they come and they just replace. And it's clinically proven by today that more than 60% of all cells will be replaced in less than 7 weeks. Now, let me tell you one thing. New cells always look incredible. And they're always healthy, and they're always young, and they got no DNA damage, and it's all perfect. So, and that's why we are able to achieve a result with our products that you could not ever achieve with traditional cosmetics, even if you were to, pay thousands of dollars. And truly, I have a friend of mine, and I'm not going to say the brand name, just, because of privacy reasons, but he's owning a company that is selling not stem cells, but cosmetics. And it's one of the most expensive cosmetics lines in the world. I mean, I'm talking one cream, just a small cream, it's more than $1,000, okay? And he says, we would never be able to get the results you guys are getting at a fraction of the cost, okay? Now, just to finish on the story, basically what happened, obviously, he didn't heal Randy's knee by applying the serum, but by a stem cell treatment, okay, by injecting stem cells into his knee. And he was able to delay the operation by almost 7 years, okay? So it's pretty incredible what was possible through stem cells, but they discovered that serum. So Wendy tried it, and what happened is when they came back, she was like, okay, seriously, how many of those are you selling? And Newman was like, okay, we're selling about 40 of them a month to our patients. And they were like, how would you like to sell 40,000 of them? And he's like, well, how am I going to do that? And they said, well, you give us the product and we build the company. Because they knew about network marketing and the power, and it's the perfect product. It has the story. When people try it, they'll never stop it, and it's unique. It's you can patent it, which now it is patented and everything all around the world. So it's nobody has it. It's unbelievable. And here's what happened. Just look at this. Jeunesse by the numbers. 2012 and 2015, Wendy Lewis became the most influential woman in the network marketing profession globally. In 2015, so already 2 years ago, Jeunesse hit $1 billion in sales revenue. $1 billion. That's 1,000 million. Faster than any other company ever in history of network marketing. Today already, they're number 18 on the DSN Global, which is the 18th biggest company in the world. By being only 7 years old, let me tell you this, the average of the top 20, 35 years old. And you know all those big names. You know them for sure in the US, like I'm talking Herbalife, Amway, Forever Living Products, New Skin. I'm sure you've heard those names, right? These are the big ones, you know, Avon. And those are all, like I call them the dinosaurs of the industry. They're great. They're great products, but you don't really want to build it. I mean, your grandfather has heard of it, you know, normally. And so the point is you're not really having something exciting. Plus, they can never compete with today's opportunities in comp plans and marketing and everything was possible today due to also modern computer systems and everything. And yeah, anyway, so today we're officially the fastest growing network marketing company in the Inc. 500, which is the fastest 500 anyways. And that's pretty exciting. And you're here right when we start a brand new US team. So congratulations for that timing, even though it wasn't your fault, but congratulations. That's great. And here you can see the full growth curve. I mean, this company has literally doubled sales every single year. Went from 30 million to 65 to 127, 256, 418, 1.1 billion. Let me tell you what happened then. I'm in Jeunesse only for 19 months because the other rest of the 7 years that I said where I built my team, I was in another company. And what happened is Jeunesse bought our company. So that's why I came over to Jeunesse. So I was there barely exactly when they announced we did $1 billion. And everybody's like, whoa, that's crazy. And then all the haters came and they said, yeah, you know what, $1 billion, that's way too fast. You guys are going to crash next year. Nobody ever is going to keep this up. This is pure hype. This is not real, you know, and everything. And check this out. We just got the numbers about 4 weeks ago from last year. It's not even on the slide here, as you can tell. It's all the way on the right. And we increased sales in 2016 by 350 million and closed at $1.4 billion. Now, just to put that in perspective, 98% of all companies in the network marketing business do not even ever, like, they don't even do an annual turnover of 350 million. That's what we added on top of our hype. 1.1 billion. So it's freaking incredible. And if you're not too much into numbers, I have been boring you by now, but let's jump into the products. But for those of you that like numbers, I mean, you're already in. I can already feel you'll be like, okay, how can I sign up? Because that was me. Honestly, I was like, I'm not going to be the guy finding the fault in the product if they're selling 1.1 billion or you know what? It's like, I want to get on this. So I just wanted to give you guys the same opportunity to get excited about the numbers. Now, today, it's a global business shipping into more than 156 countries. So if you think this is a US opportunity, you're wrong. It's a global opportunity. And truly, 91% of all volume is coming from outside of the United States, even though it's a US company. So this is pretty exciting. I mean, Jessica mentioned before that she loves traveling. Now, how many of you know people that are not from the US? How many of you know people that speak at least one different language? I know it's not too many Americans, but some people at least have some relatives or, you know, people over from Mexico or people over from anywhere in the world. It really doesn't matter. And if you show them this business and they sign up, trust me, they got family over there or over there. One of my biggest teams is in Italy. Guys, I don't even speak a word of Italian. This is freaking amazing. This is when you know, when you drop a pebble in a pond and the ripple starts to spread and like they just literally spread all over the globe and this can be your income. So this is really exciting. So I talked about the billion. These are the headquarters. We got 2 of them in the United States, one in Orlando, which is Heathrow, Florida, and another one in Draper, that's close to Salt Lake City. So 2 headquarters in the US. And if we look at the products, it's a system. That's the first thing that you need to understand. It's not just a product. It's a system of products that work synergistically together to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to make you look and feel young, right? Look and feel young. That's what it's all about. And we have incredible, I mean, you look at it, skincare industry is a $262 billion industry. Energy drinks, $10 billion industry. Wellness, $27.6 billion industry. Weight loss and shakes and workout, $100 billion industry. And just last weekend in Las Vegas, we announced a world sensation, which is now this is for the girls, okay? It's a spray makeup. It's a primer, makeup, and bronzer in a spray. Like literally, you do your entire perfect, flawless, HD ready finish in about 6.5 seconds. It's freaking unbelievable. Like you have to try this, okay? It comes in 9 different colors, and it's just, it's insane. And honestly, even I'm a guy, there were recent studies that they found out that even men got skin now. So basically now I try it too. And the truth is, you can't even tell I'm wearing it. It's amazing. If you were like really little, like you can't tell, and it's amazing for all the pictures and the videos and all you do. Like we live in an HD world, guys. People take pictures all the time, so you better look flawless, and that's what we got. It's amazing. And again here, just sorry for all these additional information, but I'm really excited when I think about it. I know one of the chief developers of Estee Lauder, okay, and I talked to her about it, and she said that they used to have a spray makeup. And customers loved it. And for some patent reason, they discontinued it. And they had customers angry and upset coming to the stores because they loved it so much. Like customer retention on spray makeup, dude, it's incredible because you're never ever going to be able to apply makeup the same way that you do when you spray it. And you all know that, I mean, guys, you know that, some women that just put too much makeup and you can see it all the time. This is like, it's just perfectly flawless. But anyways, let me not talk about makeup anymore. Sadek's getting worried already. But the truth is, it's insane. Like, I love it. Like, you can't even believe it. Okay, good. We have a full scientific advisory board behind all the products. And I'm talking guys like Vincent Giampapa, second left. He is a Nobel laureate. He has actually, to be exact, he's not. He is a Nobel laureate nominee, but twice. So that counts big time, right? So he got 2 Nobel Prize nominations for skin, like reverse aging of skin cells, which is pretty phenomenal. He works together with, what's the guy's name again? I forgot, the guy in the wheelchair. I keep forgetting his name. Anyways, one of the smartest guys in the world. Stephen Hawkins, exactly. So he's researching together with him on human stem cells and stuff. Like we're talking top level science here at Jeunesse. And let's jump right into the products now finally. So first of all, this is our Luminous line. This is originally coming from the serum that I talked to you guys in the beginning, based on adult human growth factors derived from stem cells, from fatty tissue. Now, there's a whole line by the day. So there is a cleanser, a day cream, a night cream. There's a mask with an instant lifting effect. There's a product called Flawless Skin Brightener, which is pretty incredible. What it does, if you apply it, it will equal out the skin tone. So basically, you're gonna have a super even skin tone. Whatever your color is, it's just gonna be even, which makes it incredibly beautiful, okay? And also what's important, the cleanser, it has hyaluronic acid. So for all the girls that know what I'm talking about, it's giving you incredible moist. It makes, the cells go real, how to say that, puffy, is that the right word? I don't know. Like you look really like young and clean and nice and juicy and everything, right? So it's really cool. So these are the products. And I have a little video, so just have a look at that quick video. See, that was so quick, you couldn't even tell it was there, right? So anyways, I'm joking. Hold on. Let me see. Check out this video.
Aging. This is a topic that literally affects everyone. But what if there was a revolutionary solution? The answer? Stem cells.
Stem cells are basically our fountain of youth. This is what maintains our body's reparative, regenerative abilities. As we age, every cell breaks down and needs to be replaced, and what replaces it is the stem cells.
By using stem cells, a company has developed a special growth factor complex that heals our cells and slows down the appearance of the aging process. The process begins with the search for the best stem cells in the human body. The stem cells are found within the body's fat layer. By using a sterile and specialized syringe, doctors extract a mixture of fatty tissue and a group of healthy stem cells. Laboratory technicians then separate the stem and fat cells by using a centrifuge system. From here, the stem cells are placed in a petri dish and given food they need to grow. As the cells grow, they multiply quickly, filling in any gaps or holes. This is very similar to how the body heals wounds. During this phase, the stem cells release a chemical signal, or what is called a growth factor. Growth factors are the cell's language. This is how thousands of cells communicate, enabling each other to do one vital function: repair and regenerate tissue in the body. Growth factors are the critical ingredient used in a revolutionary youth-enhancing system developed by a global leader in this technology. The company is Jeunesse. The state-of-the-art product is Luminesse.
Stem cell technology is very important to medicine and to the cosmetic industry because it's allowing us to deliver to the body exactly the same growth factors, the same signals that it needs to repair and regenerate the tissues.
When Luminesse is applied to your skin, it's like the same process that the stem cells go through in the petri dish. Growth factors in the Luminesse products talk to your body's cells. The result? A healthier, much younger, better-looking you.
Exactly. So that's the Luminous line. And look, I brought you some before and afters, and I'm not even coming up with a whole marketing type of pictures. I'm giving you the real photos from my customers, okay? So this is two of my friends that have been using the product. On the left, this is Joanne. She works for Emirates Airlines, so she's a flight attendant. You can see her skin on the left. You can see her skin on the right. It's a freaking transformation. She looks like a porcelain doll or something. It's insane. It went so far, she had problems with Emirates because, believe it or not, they have a correction officer at Emirates. And every morning they come, or whenever they come for a flight, there's a correction officer that looks at them and, checks if the whole, dress is being done correct. They check if the lipstick is applied correct and if the hair are bound together and everything. And multiple times she was, hold on. Okay, and multiple times she was corrected for her skin. And now, what are you going to do, right? So she was freaking out about it. And she tried the Luminesse and look at that result. It's insane. And I have a million pictures from advertising and everything, and you can find them all yourself if you just go on Google and you just enter on the image search, Jeunesse before and after. You'll find hundreds of thousands of pictures that are either very impressive or not so impressive or a little fake or real, or like you find everything, right? But the truth is, these are like just pictures of two of my friends, which I find super impressive. The other one, if you look at that stomach, okay, is from Manuela. Manuela from Italy, friend of my wife. And now here's the deal. She didn't lose weight. It looks like a weight loss story. She didn't lose weight. What happened is she applied the serum and the body lotion. And the growth factors, they give the signals to the stem cells and they repair the whole skin structure that's underneath. So the whole, I don't really know how you name that in English, but it's all gone. Like it looks perfect now. And that's just because, all the lines and the cellulite and all that stuff, it's gone. Just because what it really is before, it's a weakness. And you already figured out that the before picture, is the one at the bottom and the after is the one at the top, okay? And it's just almost flawless by now. And that's about 3 months of treatment. So the left thing is 3 weeks and the stomach is 3 months. Obviously it takes longer. But have you ever, now that's the true question, have you ever seen these kind of results on cosmetics products? I've never seen this. And that's why it works. But anyways, I don't even want to convince you guys. You just try it yourself. You figure it out for yourself. But I'm just telling you the results that you're able to get with stem cell technologies beyond anything that you would regularly, be able to get. Plus, this is not everything. We have a product that claims to get rid of wrinkles in just 2 minutes. Now, I get it. At this point, everybody's like, okay, this is marketing. This is impossible. How can you get away wrinkles within 2 minutes? I have one more video. It's a real quick one. Have a look at this.
What you want to do is twist off the top. You want to squirt out a very small amount. Flip the lid over and reseal it. So you can use this file 2 or 3 more times. Is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Okay, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the...
Now, you haven't seen anything yet.
You can use Instantly Ageless before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
Is it working?
Perfect.
How long has it been? What do you see? What are you thinking?
Now, I don't know regarding the picture quality for if I transfer that, like if I show you the video through this technology here, but if you check it out on YouTube, you'll see it exactly, and the bags literally disappear. And here's another before and after. This result was taken 2 minutes after applying the cream. So just think about how much you can get the attention of people when you're able to show them something that they would have never believed possible. So this is really, really incredible. Now, Jessica has been talking a lot about the skincare already and what she loves about it, but there is more than that. There is also nutrition. So products that work not only from the outside in, but from the inside out. One of the top sellers is this, it's Reserve. It is an antioxidant fruit blend, tastes amazing. You can put it in your handbag, or guys put it in your pockets or in your fridge or whatever. And it is short, like it's really small, and you just sip it off, and it got a ton of antioxidants, aloe vera, green tea, pomegranate. It got all your antioxidant vitamins. It has also what we call resveratrol, which is the healthy ingredient from red wine that's good for your arteries, your oxygen flow in your body, heart health, all that type of stuff. And you have about as much resveratrol in one sachet as 40 bottles of Cabernet Sauvignon red wine from France. So you'll never be able to take this the regular way, or if you did, then you would not be able to work the business for the next week, okay? So truth is, this is a really incredible product. Even kids love it. It tastes amazing. It's great. Next thing, one of my all-time favorite, AM/PM. This is something that is, okay, the AM capsule is a little bit like the capsule from Bradley Cooper in Limitless, if you've seen the movie. It sets all your cells on alarm, okay? It's like there's more than 120 ingredients that have one goal to give you energy, give you focus, give you alertness, give you everything you need in order to be awake. It regulates your biorhythm to a maximum point of awareness and awakeness, while PM is doing the exact opposite. It makes you sleep like you've never slept in a long time. Trust me, some people report that they're dreaming really, really intense and vividly when they go on PM, and that is as the deeper you sleep, the more vivid you dream. And some of you have the experience maybe that if you're super tired, I don't know how many of you have that, but I have that. When I'm super tired, like incredibly tired, like I work almost 3 days in a row and stuff, and I really have to sleep. Like you're so tired, you can't even fall asleep in the beginning. But then when you do, oh my gosh, you dream like the craziest stuff just because you were so tired, right? And because your body goes totally into that deep sleep. And that's what most of us are lacking. If you think about children, they always dream every night. They tell you every morning what they dreamt about, like a child, if you ever have a chance to have one at your house. Trust me. And or you remember yourself being a child. But once we're adults, most of us don't even dream anymore. By the way, it's not true. We always dream, but we don't remember. And that's because we don't really go into that deep sleep anymore. Now, it's not about the dreams, but it's about the health. It's about what your body does when it's in deep sleep, because it's repairing, regenerating. And if you don't have that, that's exactly when you sleep an hour more and you feel even more tired, or the weekend you sleep as long as you can, you're completely tired after that. And so there's something wrong about it. That's when you see your body's not really regenerating anymore, and that's the latest signal you need AM/PM. And that's what we have here. Then also there's a product called Finity. It's very scientific. What it does, it repairs your DNA and makes you literally younger on a cellular basis. It's a Nobel Prize technology. Then also we have 2 more products in the US, one being energy drinks, the other one being a workout weight loss program. Then we got the makeup spray, and we have another one that is focused on making your brain work better, which is called Mind. Okay, so you got the full line of products in the US. We in Dubai or even Germany, we don't have some of the products, but you got everything. So kind of jealous about you guys. Okay, cool. So anyways, this is the products. Now let's switch gears real quick and talk about the business. So here's how it works. These products are not available in traditional stores. These products are only and exclusively available through Jeunesse. So what happens if you sign up with Jeunesse, you can buy those products at a discounted price. Now there are two options for you. Either you become a distributor and you can also refer the products and get the products for free eventually, or even make some money with it. You can also build a career on it like I did, or you can simply become a customer. Also, that's fine, and you can buy the product. We just launched an incredible new customer program in the US literally 1 week ago that allows you to become a preferred customer and making a test order of any product you want, and you get 25% off right off your first purchase. The only thing you do is you click on convenience plan, which would be a monthly delivery, but you can stop it at any time. So you can test the product, whichever you want, as little or as much. You get 25% off right off your first purchase. And if you like it, from the second order onwards, you get a 40% discount on every product, as much as you want, as long as you want. And the 40% discount is the same price that we get as distributors. So it's really your choice. Do you just want to try the products and you don't want anything to do with the business? Fine, no problem. I'm pretty sure Jessica will love you to be her, to have you as her customer, to get started on a business. So it's amazing, and you can always become a distributor later. Or for those of you that catch the vision about the company and what we're doing, obviously you guys are welcome to sign up as distributors. And there are some packages that we have for distributors that are a little bigger that you can really get started and have a business as well. Always remember this, guys. The most trusted form of marketing is word of mouth. This is not a small business, it's a big business. I've already showed you the numbers. Every traditional business knows it. If you have a referral customer, it's the best customer you can have. It's not the advertising customer. It's not the millions of dollars companies spend to, build a brand or something like that. It's experience from people that love the products. There's a saying is facts tell, but stories sell. And that's exactly what we have in network marketing, with people using the product, sharing their stories, and people that join in. All the millions of dollars that are spent on marketing normally are saved at Jeunesse. They don't do that. They don't pay supermodels to advertise the products. That's why you do not see them on TV. That's why you do not see them on the big, convenience stores. They do not pay all these salespeople and the storage and all the import, export, wholesale, retail, whole stuff. Like they save all this money. And what they do is they're simply manufacturing it, which is Jeunesse, and then there's you, and you get it straight from the source. And that entire money that's being saved, which, by the way, makes up to 90% of product costs in traditional business and traditional distribution, is saved, and it's paid out to you, me, your friends, my friends, us, because we are the customer and the sales organization, if you will, right? So it's really, really incredible. Now, how does this plan work? There's 6 different ways of making money. Now, I'm not going to go in detail onto all 6. If you want, we can always talk about that. There's a document, you can read about it, but trust me, my wife is in the business now also for 19 months, and if I were to ask her detailed question about the comp plan, she would not be able to explain you. Just simply because she's like, this is too many numbers, this is too complicated, let me just talk to people, use the product, and she's making a ton of money. I mean, I have to tell you, she got the biggest organization in Europe as a woman. So, and she doesn't even know the details of the comp plan. So I just want to relax you up front. If I'll explain it to you now a little bit and you don't get it, don't worry about it, okay? It pays automatically. You don't have to get it, okay? So let's start real soft. Everybody will understand that. If you sign up a new distributor and he gets in on a packet, if you want to become a distributor, you will have to invest money, okay? I'll tell you that straight. But if you put your business hat on for a second, any business you start, you have to put some money down. The difference is, in this business, you can literally start with your gas money. I mean, you need a couple of $100 maybe. If you want to get in big, it's $1,000, $1,500. That'd be the tops, maximum. I don't even know if there is a package of $1,200, $1,500 in the US. I think $1,000 is all you can do. Max, $1,200, something like that, max. In Germany, we have packs up to $3.5 grand. Right? So we do it a little more aggressive here, but in the US, everything's super regulated and stuff. So there's $1,200 is the maximum you can do. Now talk to anyone that runs a regular business. That wouldn't even be a 1-month rent. That wouldn't even be the social cost for the employees that you pay to the state every month. That wouldn't even be the sign outside of your door. That wouldn't be the cleaning personnel for 3 months. That wouldn't be, I mean, you get it, right? You get my point. You could never run a business on $1,200. And I'm not even talking monthly overhead. I'm talking one-time investment. Plus, if you're in a super tight space, you can even start with a couple of $100s. So don't worry about it. Everybody can get started. But if you sign up someone, let's say you have a friend, she gets started, she gets in what we call, for example, the ambassador pack, which is really, famous pack, most people get it. You're going to make a bonus of $200, right? So every time you sign up someone, there's a bonus for you. Why is that? Well, because you did the introduction. You showed the process to someone. And when they sign up, they have to put your code, and that's how the company knows it's your referral, and that's how the tree gets built, right? So this is a bonus that gets paid weekly, and you can get as many of them as you want. Second of all, you can get preferred customers. And we were talking about it, that if you sign up a preferred customer, they get a 25% discount. Now you as a distributor have a 40% discount, so there's a 15% spread, and you make that straight to your account. Plus, and that now is when it's getting really interesting, you can earn team commission. And team commission is when we build our team. Now here's a really, really cool quote that I've heard once, which said, poor people look for jobs. Rich people look for networks. Now I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you really, really think about it, it makes perfect sense. See, in a job, and there's nothing bad about a job. I mean, a job is great. I mean, but you know the translation, J-O-B, it's just over broke, right? So, I mean, it's better than the opposite, which would be broke. So it's good to be just over broke, but it cannot really be what I think, unless you love your job for some reason, I don't think it's fair to say that's your plan A. I feel a job should be a plan B as long as plan A is working out. Because what you really need is a network that will build you residual, where you do not only trade time for money. Because what if you can't work? What if something happens? What if you lose your working power? What if you don't want to work at some point? What if you don't have work at some point? I mean, you're always screwed, right, in any way. So I think if you really want security, it's not in a job anymore. It's in residual income. Obviously, it doesn't fall from heaven, or like you have to build it. You have to do something for it. So if you're looking for the catch of this presentation tonight, I can tell you right away, it's work. That's the catch. And some people don't like to work. They like to do nothing. So fine. So then this is not for you, because what you have to do in this, and I can tell you right away, is you have to invite people. You have to, have patience with them, open their eyes, what's in it for them. You have to empower them, build them up. You have to build a team, build a community. You might have to do some meetings. You have to help out some new people. You have to, eventually deal with some people issues as well, because it's a people business. I mean, one of my friends said this business would be perfect if it was without people. But the truth is, it's people involved, and they got all these emotions, and they're super excited today, and tomorrow their best friend says no, and then they're down, and then you have to build them up again and stuff, But honestly, it's fun. I wouldn't even know what to do if I couldn't do network marketing. Honestly, I'd probably go to the movies all day long and get fat. But it's the truth. It's super, super fun. Now, when you build a network, there's only two things you can do. It stays super simple. You can either get customers, or you can get distributors, like you already know. So if you get customers, you just make some money. If you get distributors, well, guess what they do? They get customers and distributors, right? So the network starts building. Now, every time there's a purchase in your network, volume flows up the tree, right? And there is no limit on how big your tree can be. And also, and here's the first part that many of you, I will lose you now. It's a binary system, which means people get enrolled under each other, okay? Which means if you enroll today and Jessica enrolled someone else tomorrow, there's a high chance that person is going to be in your team, and you're going to be making money on the sales of the person that you don't even know. Now, I don't know how many of you could follow me now. If you didn't, don't worry about it. Just sign up fast. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Because there's a certain structure to it that you can't just like put 1 million people next to each other, but only two, one left, one right, and then the next go under and under and under and under. And the faster you sign up, the more high up you're going to be. Truth is, you can still sign up in 10 years and build an empire. But why not start now? Because in a year from now, you wish it started a year ago, which is today, right? So it's all, the hard part really is just to, get started, take the courage, let's get going. And the truth is, you're in this for yourself, but not by yourself. You're in this with us together. We're all building this together. And isn't it, especially the beginning, what's the fun times? I mean, the beginning when we also mess up stuff. I mean, I don't mess up too much anymore after being in this business for many years. But in the beginning, you guys, you're going to mess up a lot of stuff. And that's fun. You want to be there. Like you want to tell that story in 3 years how you did your first presentation, you were so nervous, you handed the market to another guy, and you left the house and you drove home acting like you forgot something, and somebody else is trying to do the meeting, and that's the fun times. You want to be there in the beginning. So anyways, I can really just invite you to join and really be a part of it. There's a massive career to Jeunesse. I mean, everything from getting your products for free by referring it to a couple of friends to making more than $1 million a month. In Jeunesse, there's actually 2 people already that make more than $1 million a month. And yes, this result is not typical. There's about 800,000 distributors and 2 people make more than $1 million a month. But anyways, it's possible. It wasn't possible in my day job, right? And the truth is, let's talk super realistic. What does it take to replace your income? That's the real deal question, what I feel. Because I feel financial freedom is not about becoming a millionaire. Financial freedom is about what if you wouldn't have to work anymore. You could, but you don't have to. See, this is the tipping point where everything changes. If you love your job, you go on. If you love it, but not that much, you reduce your hours, right? Or if you feel like, hey, this is my shot to travel or to, work with whoever I want to work with or wherever I want to work, you can do that. And for most people, it takes a couple of $1,000s a month. Some people only take $2,000, sometimes $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, I don't know. It depends on your lifestyle or even a little more if you live in Vegas on the Strip, I don't know. But the truth is, it's not crazy money that you need. We're like, most of us don't have, lavish, extraordinary lifestyles, and we need, tens of thousands of dollars a month like Sadik does. I'm joking. But honestly, right? Most of us, most of your friends, most of the people we know, honestly, a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000 would completely change their lives. It's a bigger house, it's a bigger car, it's paying those credit cards off. It's a couple of $100s more. It's amazing what you can do. And this is completely and guaranteed achievable through Jeunesse. What you have to put in work, what you have to put in is a little bit, I would say willingness to learn. Don't come into this saying, oh, I know everything. Trust me, you don't. Unless you've built a successful network marketing business before. There's a lot to learn, but we have all that. We have the books and we have the trainings and we do all the webinars and the support and stuff. And if you feel that passion to do something for your life and for your family, for your business, your income, or just your personal development, get started with us. And there's a lot more things. There's lifestyle rewards. I mean, next month is actually fun. The US team from Jeunesse is having a trip incentive, which is going to finish in 12 days. So I don't think any one of the new people can still hit that goal. But anyways, the truth is that they're all going to Dubai. How fun is that? So I'm going to have everyone come over to Dubai very soon for the people that qualified from that trip from the United States. So that's really incredible. But, we are going, for example, to Prague, for example, from the UAE. From Europe, people are going to, I don't even remember. There's so many trip promotions. I really keep forgetting about it. It's crazy. Okay, cool. So now here's the question: how to get started, right? This is really the big point. And I feel the first thing that you have to do is really to decide if you want to get started. Now, if you want to get started, the next question would be, how do you want to get started? So which package do you want to get started on? And I'm not going to go into those packages right now. You can have a talk or a chat with either Sadik or Jessica. They can show you how to sign up. They can show you how they got started and everything. And you can just take a decision so it's the right decision for you, right? And then just get on AutoShip and get started. That's really all it is. In the beginning, what you have to do is get a couple of friends together, have a look at the products, get a couple of friends together, have a look at the business presentation, just start building your network. And it's really not too hard. We learn along the way. We call this earning by learning, right? And so everything else just comes together. And there are a couple of packages. Remember the top left one, Ambassador. Make sure when you sign up, ask for the pack. You'll see them all. You can choose what's in there and what you want to go with. I recommend you get started on the Ambassador pack if you want to really start a business. If you only want to try the products, you can try whatever you want. Okay, cool. So that's about it from me. From the presentation, I hope I could inspire you a little bit about what's possible. You know, don't let yourself being tricked by your mind when it says, oh, that's too good to be true. This is never going to work. Network marketing, blah, blah. See, everything you work on consistently will work eventually if you become good at it. And network marketing is not perfect either, but it's better because it gives you an unlimited growth opportunity. It doesn't stop you. It doesn't say, oh, this is what you're supposed to earn, or it doesn't limit you in where you work. It doesn't limit you with whom you work. I mean, you can literally talk to the people that you like the most and say, hey, let's do something together. Don't all students have a dream once to build a company with all their friends at the university, but then it doesn't work out because it's too expensive and there's no experience and stuff. So you kind of never do it. And we know from some of them that did, and they became all multi-billionaires, like, Mark Zuckerberg and stuff, all these high school stories or university stories. So this is something where you come into a professional company that's already have billions of dollars in sales, more than $3 billion in total, that were already generated with this. This is not an experience. This is not a maybe it works. This is something like it works. Now the question is, do you want to get in? Do you want to help us to make this thing even bigger and help more people? So that's about the deal. And so I would say for some final words, I'm going to give it back for Jessica. Jessica, I don't know if you want to say anything. Just in closing, I definitely recommend simply to after this call, just get together or just talk to each other on the phone. Ask what are the top questions and just get everyone started. And if you guys have any question, you can always ask me as well. You find me on Facebook, just Daniel Fire. Just write me all the questions when you want to sign up in Jessica's team, and I can help you to, get all these questions answered so that she can get her team started. And it's going to be exciting. So Jessica, I'm going to give it over to you. And any thoughts, any comments? I think it's the first time ever you've had a presentation anyways from me. So what did you
well, I've watched some on YouTube, so I could see you and stuff, and Sonic showed me. But yeah, I would just say if anyone is intrigued, then I think everyone should try the products for sure, because that's really how I learned about some of them, but the ones I tried was what really got me like, oh, wow, this is really awesome, and got me like excited about it, and maybe have that, know that I could definitely like do this and actually make a business of it. So I would say anyone who's interested should definitely try the products, and then I can explain any of them, or I have some that people can try that are close to me too, that the ones that I'm buying and getting. So yeah.
Awesome. So I did record this presentation. I'm going to send you the recording. So for those of you guys that want to have that recording, you can have it, so that then you can also send it to more people. This is also a great way to get your team started. And trust me, it's not that hard. Just get in with us. It's a fun project we're all working on together. So thank you so much for your time, and can't wait to see all of you, joining the family and, have some amazing growth over the next month and years and build something significant. So thank you so much. Greetings to wherever you guys are in the US, and over to Munich, to Sadik, and all the other people. So thank you so much. Have a great day ahead, and talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone, so much for coming on here and being so supportive of me. And you can message me about things and ask me any questions.
Bye.